One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into the 26. So Colorado's offense will get the first swing of the game. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Salter. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Miller. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll go back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. And the Buffaloes have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Just outstanding execution. Continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Looking for room. It's Hayden. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wants to throw. It's Salter. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Welch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air, it's Beck. He's got the back in the middle. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He'll keep it himself. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Cyclones have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
On the ground, it's Hansen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The field goal is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it on the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hayden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Beck. Quick completion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Cyclones! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. He's got an open man. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about. Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the back. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Here's the handoff. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Beck. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Townsend. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Swings it out to his running back. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Iowa State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
Number 97 set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Salter. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Miller. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Salter. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll open the second half on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The inside handoff. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back to throw. It's Beck. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Cyclones will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. To the air, it's Salter. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
At the 24-yard line. Second down.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Past the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Cyclones come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cyclones! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Number 0. Ball today in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Salter. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Atkins. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Kick is good. The big leg delivers the winner. That slices the lead to 2. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Townsend. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sowell. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They boot it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Fires to the big fella. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. Brings it in down the left side. There he goes. Touchdown, Bucs. They move on top here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Beck. A strike downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The Cyclones are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Sowell. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try to get it to the edge. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. Running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
Really good job on the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Townsend. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
All right, 4th quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now at quarterback and wide receiver. You're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you got the lead on the other side, defense, I'm playing tight coverage, making them earn it. I want that clock to tick, and that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. Touchdown, Iowa State! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 2 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Number 97, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And now this is the time in the game where the clock's fighting against you, and you can only take so many shots like that and get no gain. We got to get out of bounds, or we got to waste timeouts. So we got to be smart offensively in what we do here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Salter. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And his offense offense tries to run and unsuccessful. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.